Welcome to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the latest installment in the Call of Duty franchise. This is supposed to be a direct sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And I'm doing this video because I played the beta, didn't play it for too long, possibly like a couple of hours or something, and I'm not a fan of the multiplayer. Not at all. In terms of the multiplayer, I'm going to give it like a 2.5 out of 10. I really don't like most of the features in this multiplayer. And it's not the fact that it's a beta and it's going to change and all that sort of stuff. It's just, in general, a bad, experience. I will still be buying the game. I'm not saying, I'm never going to pay for the game. No. I will still be buying it. But my main focus is zombies, the campaign, and I'll more than likely play the multiplayer to see if there are drastic changes from beta to full release. And it'll just be pretty much to try out the new maps and see what it's like to actually get a little bit deeper into the experience. But so far it doesn't feel good. And then obviously I'll try out a little bit of the new Warzone map that they're making. But multiplayer, jumped on and I just noticed there were red flags out of the gate. It was okay. I did enjoy it from the first game or two, felt okay. But then you start seeing that this is the worst Call of Duty in history in terms of the way players are playing this game. For an example, something we've seen for years in Call of Duty is drop shotting. That is not a thing in this game. As soon as you go to the prone stance, it removes your ADS. It forces you out of aiming down your sights. And that is not good for the veteran Call of Duty players, because you can't really drop shot. It's not a done thing in this game. But instead, what you do have is Halo jump shotting. Players are, I'm not even joking when I say this, it feels more like I'm fighting against kangaroos than I'm fighting against Cold War soldiers. There is so much jumping in this bloody game. It's unbelievable. And then my next downfall, the whole movement system that's supposed to be more fluid, it doesn't feel good at all. When you go into the slide animation, you slide about 2 or 3 times faster than you can sprint. And that might be good in terms, for some players, and players might be like, okay, that's good. I can get fast slides around the corners. I can get some nice shots in and stuff. I can get close faster than just running. But it's annoying when you get killed by someone that slides in this game. It's horrible. I really think they should have taken the game way back to the roots and given us the dolphin dive instead of sliding. If they are going to do anything, or if they were going to do anything, dolphin dive would have been a better addition to the game than sliding, because that's what Black Ops 1 was. And then we have the choice of guns. The only guns that really got used was, as soon as you unlock Creator class at rank 4, you had people using the first unlockable sniper, you had the Krig 6, I did see a couple of players using the AK-47. People were trying that Milano 821 or whatever it's called. That felt more along the lines of an AR than an SMG, but the strongest gun by far has to be the MP5. That thing's fire rate is ridiculous, and if you can get attachments on it that increase your stability, you're an absolute, force to be taken on. It's going to be a tough time killing you if you have any form of a skill level and you're running that MP5. The fire rate for a lot of the guns, actually, it feels far too high. The iron sights don't feel great. They gave us the M16 on a default class called Overwatch, and it's got an ACOG sort of scope attached to it. It's like a 2.5 or a 3 times scope, or that's what it felt like. But I don't think they should have done that. One thing I will be trying is hardcore, and I want to see what game modes and stuff they do have on the full release, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. But I want to try some hardcore, because one of the things I used to love running was the M16 with a suppressor in hardcore headquarters. That was my jam back in Black Ops 1. I used to absolutely love it. But the gunplay didn't feel too good. The hit registration felt wonky. This is Xbox gameplay I'm talking about. I haven't tried it on PC or PlayStation or anything, but this is just from the point of view of an Xbox player. The hit registration felt wonky. There were a lot of bugs and stuff. And when I say bugs, I mean I was shooting at one of my teammates because his nameplate was about, I'm going to say 5 meters to the left of his character. It wasn't aligned with the top of his character's body at all. So I didn't know who I was bloody shooting at. it feels as though they've built this game a lot more for the casual player base than what they have for veterans. For an example, you have the score streaks and your score carries over when you die. I don't think that should be the case with that mechanic either. It's very confusing because rarely did I ever get enough score to actually call in some of my streaks. And I'm an objective-based player. I go for the objective. Like when I'm playing Domination, I'm always going for the flags. And on Domination on Modern Warfare, I average like 6 to 10 objective captures every game. That's what I do. That's how I play. I'm not a slayer. I'm an objective-based player. And even going for the objective, which seems to be a lot tougher, like SBMM, that comes into it as well, skill-based matchmaking. But going for the objective's tough, and it felt as though the score was completely off as well. I didn't feel I was being awarded anywhere near enough score as to what I felt I had actually achieved. And it felt crazy playing this game, and the score streak system was so confusing. And then, as I said, you've got the skill-based matchmaking. That was horrible. Like, I know it's been around for a long time, but it's getting so much stronger. For some reason, like almost every game we were going into, we would either have someone AFK at the back or just people that didn't really pay attention to what they were doing. They were just running around and just shooting at random things, and like I streamed it and people saw exactly what our teammates were like, and I got a little bit angry. I normally do at Call of Duty. It's one of those rage-inducing games, but I got a little bit angry because it always seems as though I get bad players on my team, and I'm against teams of like full-on sweats. Like, I'm not even joking. They've got their Call of Duty like wristbands and sweatbands and stuff on. Like, it's horrible. But the gunplay, the movement, I don't really like any of it, if I'm completely honest. I don't like the sliding mechanic, it's too fast. I don't like all the jumping around the corner. It actually felt like I was in some form of a zoo and I was trying to shoot kangaroos. I'm not exaggerating. There's that much jumping in this game. But the map design felt horrible. Not a fan of any of the maps that I played. Some of them are camper heaven. Some of them don't have lanes like the traditional like 1, 2, 3. Like Call of Duty maps used to have 3 lanes. Like some of them, they basically just chuck you in this like outer ring and everyone just runs. I think it's the Moscow map. It feels like everyone starts on the outer edges and you all just run into this middle room and you're fighting there. There's not lanes to it at all. Like from my experience anyway. But yeah, I feel, I'm gonna say this is like Modern Warfare 1.5. The menus and everything feel so much, like so similar to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I'm not a fan of that. I really am not. I wanted this, like, I'm a big fan of Black Ops. And I didn't want it to be so close to Modern Warfare. But you can see that they've used some of the assets from Modern Warfare. And that's not a good look. I really, in my opinion, do not feel this game deserves its Black Ops title. And I'm actually disappointed in Treyarch for going down the route they've gone. I'm just hoping that Zombies can make up for it. I've heard the campaign's not too long, but I'll play through that anyway. And I'm hoping it's a better campaign or like similar in terms of the fun factor from Modern Warfare, because I really enjoyed the Modern Warfare campaign. But I don't know, we'll see. On that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about this beta in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.